Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about, well, do you hand over the slide deck, etc., before you get up and give your talk or not? Present, Master Shimasho. This is the 4-year-old Presentations Japan series podcast, and we are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku here in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide, committed to your success. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, the best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery, and Japan Business Mastery. Now, in this podcast, I'm hoping to help you become clear, confident, persuasive, highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our products hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily lineup on iTunes. Mondays, Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday, Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in your Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 212. Today we're talking about, should you distribute materials before your speech? Sometimes the organizers of the presentation event ask us if they can distribute our slides before the speech. They are thinking that this will help the audience to follow what we are saying. Especially in Japan, audience members are probably better at reading than hearing the content, so having the slides at hand to refer to during the talk makes a lot of sense. Never do this. Ignore the supposed sage advice of event organizers who themselves rarely, if ever, give public presentations. There are very few occasions when you need to be handing out bits of paper to support your talk. The only exception to this rule of mine would be if there are numbers involved and they are locked into tiny cells in a spreadsheet. I'm sure you have suffered the ignominy of sitting in an audience and struggling to make sense of the numbers being shown on the screen. The speaker gracefully moves through the spreadsheet, pointing out various gripping correlations and conclusions. Of course, they have added an all-important caveat before their pontifications about what we are all looking at by saying, you probably can't see this, but naturally we can't see it. The tiny number squiggles are unable to be claimed from the cells on screen because the presenter has not considered the needs of the audience. I could arrange for just those spreadsheet numbers to be distributed before the talk so people can read along with my explanation. This is giving verity to what we are claiming because the audience can check the numbers themselves. I'm still reluctant to do that though. As soon as I refer people to the sheets of paper in their hand, I've lost my connection with them. They are now looking at bits of paper and not at me. I can't see how they are reacting because their faces are looking down. I would prefer to treat the spreadsheet numbers like wallpaper on screen. They form a backdrop, but I don't expect anyone to plumb the depths of numbers they cannot see, let alone read. Instead, I would use some animation and blast out key numbers in huge font in a call-out, emerging from the background. Now, everyone is looking at one huge number, and I would explain the importance of that statistic or number. The wallpaper in the background is a type of proof that we have the numbers. We are not hiding them. We don't need to show every number in the collection, though, because there will be some numbers more important than others. Find out more when we come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them live online, or we do them in our super safe classroom. We do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Now, today's show is sponsored by, on the 27th of November, another in our professional leadership series, this one on vision, mission, and values. On the 2nd of December, we will have a preview for the Dale Carnegie course. And on the 3rd and 4th of December, we'll be having high impact presentations, 2 days. Now, to find out more about those courses, so you can go to our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, we've got over 1,000 for you there on our YouTube channel, Japan Dale Carnegie TV. Now, we're releasing 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premiere business show in Japan, comes out every Monday. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on the topic of leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, get my book, The Bible on Selling, Japan Sales Mastery, and also Japan Business Mastery. Both are available on Amazon. Welcome back. We just keep repeating this animation process for every key number. We can make these sheets of paper available at the end for anyone who would like to go more granular. In this way, all eyes are kept on me as a presenter. I can also read the faces of the audience as I present these key data points. I am scanning their faces for resistance. Am I going to get any pushback during the Q&A? Are they buying my argument? If we distribute the entire slide deck before the talk, then what is the point of the talk in the first place? We may as well all just stay at home and just send everyone an email with the attachment, and they can read through it all at their leisure. Once the audience has that document, they are reading page 18 while you are explaining page 1. You've lost control of the narrative. They are now processing what they are seeing in the document, and somewhere in the background they can hear some white noise. That white noise is you, by the way, droning on about your presentation. They are not fully listening anymore, and as a speaker, you have effectively lost your audience. As a presenter, we must never become second fiddle to the slide deck or the spreadsheet. We must control the flow of the argument. The story is meant to unfold in a certain logical order, a build that pushes ever onward towards a powerful conclusion. We are here to sell our argument, and that means we have to get right behind it all the way. Don't delegate the point of the talk to the slide deck. Get out in front, where you can dominate proceedings and where you can read every nuance of your audience's reaction to what you are saying. We must be the star of the show, not the cells in a spreadsheet or masses of text on screen. So, when the organisers, those never presenters, insist we need to distribute the talk beforehand, cast them a steely glance in an icy voice of shivering indignation. Refuse their idiotic offer. Others are allowed to be unprofessional, but we must be the island of insight, knowledge, intelligence, and experience. That is the path of the real presenter. Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast on iTunes. Until the next episode, go out there and apply the learnings from today. Become a presentations legend amongst your circle. Thank you for listening, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success here in Nippon.